Hello, hello, hello. Welcome here or welcome back. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, whatever part of the world you're on. This episode of As the Tarot Turns is brought to you on purpose with purpose. I am your host, Crystal Lavender, and this is Say You Love. Welcome here, welcome here. So today we're going to try to figure out what kind of connection is this? I mean, is this a soul contract? Is this a high-level soulmate? Is this some sort of like twin flame? Is this just a booty call? Like, what kind of connection is this? And then we're going to get messages from Spirit, and we might even play fine-tune our intuition. So, and before I get started, I just wanted to talk about this book right here, Say You Love. That's me. I wrote this book all from the safety of my little phone. I did all of it from my phone. So if there's anybody out there that is thinking that they don't have enough resources or they don't have a laptop so they can't publish a book, I guarantee you walk around with the tools in your pocket every single day. So don't let nothing stop you. But this book is called Say You Love, and you'll be able to find it in the description box of every one of my videos. If you'd like a signed copy, you could hit me up at s.y.l.sayyoulove, and I will ship you one out. All right, let's get started. Hello. So don't mind I spent like 5 hours putting in a freaking swamp cooler today. I know it probably shouldn't take that long, but hey, I did it. I did it. So, all right. Let's get this party started. Hi. We are going to go. What do you guys think? Should we go in order, or should we do random order, or should we go backwards? What do y'all think? I'm down for whatever. I'm going to do it all. So, hi. Today's topic is, what kind of connection is this? I mean, is it a spirit? Is it a soul contract? I mean, is it a karmic? Like, is it a booty call? And then we're going to get like messages, some sort of advice and spirit messages. All right, we'll just start with Aries. Aries. Now, I pulled out these kind of cards. I only pulled out a certain amount of cards. So there's only so many cards that it could be as far as what sort of spirit contract this is. It'll be plain and simple, like what kind of soul contract this is, what kind of soul contract you're dealing with, or whatever's coming up next. Ooh, Aries, that one flipped right away. That says karmic. So you're dealing with some sort of karmic soulmate. All right, and that does not mean that it is bad. All right, karma is not necessarily a bad thing. Karma is not a bad thing. Sometimes it might feel like a bad thing. Oh, I dropped my die. All right, let's get a little bit more information. So you're dealing with a karmic, and it might be Libra because it is the Justice card there. Let's see if we could get you a little bit more of a message here. So this person is really rigid. Like the person that you're dealing with, or the person that you're inquiring about, is really rigid. They're really hard to talk to, or they think that you're hard to talk to. But right now might be a good opportunity. Like they might be a little bit more willing to listen to what you got to say. because we have the Emperor in reverse. Like the Emperor in the upright is a very, very stern, like my way or the highway kind of individual. So with it being in the reverse, like there might be a little bit more of an opportunity for you to have like a serious one-on-one talk with this person. You know, and if it's about a job or some sort of something that doesn't have to do with feelings, try to keep feelings out of it. Like make sure you stick with the facts and not the feelings. That's one of the things about being like if you're having like a real serious conversation with someone and they start making fun of you, or like you get in an argument with your significant other, or you know, whoever it is that you're talking with, and they just all of a sudden just start talking shit to you, that means that they've run out of the things to talk about as far as what the topic was. So try to make sure that you stay focused on what it is that you're talking about. You know, stick with the facts and don't let your emotions like run out of control, you know? Because it's like once somebody starts talking about what you did last week, and you know, like you're trying to explain to them like, hey, like this really bothers me if you do this, or you know, like I had a problem, I have this problem, and maybe it was a problem that you had at work today or something, and they turn it into an argument of like telling you about what you did last week, or start calling you names. You know, that means that they no longer have any sort of relevance to what it is you're truly trying to talk to them about. Hi, brother. So this person, now would be a good time to talk to this person, but make sure you stick to the facts. Don't let your emotions get out of control. Even if theirs are going out of control, like bring it back to the fact. Like we're not talking about that. We're talking about this right here. And stay calm, man. Nothing pisses off somebody that's super irrational when the person they're dealing with isn't being irrational. Like that pisses people off so bad. It's like you want to have a hissy fit and throw a fit and like just sitting there calm, cool, collected, and centered. Like don't play into that game with them. Yeah, that's how you win it. That's how you get them to hear you. Is you keep bringing it back to the facts, and you do not play into emotion. You know, don't let their emotions get you emotional either. But the contract that you're dealing right now is with the karmic, and that, I mean, that's not a bad thing. You got to get all that out of the way anyways, you know. Yeah, in order to reach your 9 of Cups, to not be codependent, to learn what you need to learn, like you have to go through all your karmic relationships, all of your lessons, you know. Maybe one of your lessons is learning how to not let people talk to you in an emotional manner, you know, sticking with the facts. But right now would be a really good time for you to talk to this person, as long as you remain with the facts and don't start calling each other names or get all emotional. Like I think you guys could actually talk about it. All right, let's move on to Taurus. Welcome here. Welcome back, Taurus. I super appreciate you. I have a lot of Taurus people around me, man. Like Tauruses are some very steadfast, loyal, kind of stubborn, but you know. Let's see. What sort of relationship is this person, or this person that you're asking about? What kind of contract is it? Is it a soul contract? They're just looking for a booty call. What sort of contract is it? And I only pulled out cards that were relevant to this question. So let's see. A karmic soul contract. So we got another karmic soul contract. Like I said, that doesn't have to be a bad thing, you know? Just because you have karma with someone, I mean, that could be karma from a past life. That could be karma from like millenniums ago. That could be just part of your soul path here on earth that you agreed to before you got here or something. But they are definitely on your soul path, whether it be a karmic or not a karmic. Like, there's not anybody that you meet in this life that isn't on your soul path, really, in one way or another. Like, you have no idea, like, the smile that you gave to that stranger was like, that made their day, could have completely changed their life. You have no idea. All right, so let's get some more messages for the Taurus collective. My community, hey. And there's little Mojo seeping. And we got Squee in the background from Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. That's a pillow my mom made me this quilt and a blanket, or a quilt and a pillowcase of all my old t-shirts, t-shirts that I didn't wear no more or whatnot. And my mom made me a quilt out of them. It's one of my favorite things. All right, what sort of messages do we need for Taurus? We have the Hangman. And the Four of Pentacles. So maybe some of you are starting to get a different perspective. Like, you are seeing how like that family is really there to help you, and that you are working with your family. Maybe some of you had a perspective like you didn't fit in, or maybe that you didn't fit in with your like partner's family. But I think you're starting to see things from a different light. You're starting to see a lot more collaboration and like working together. And you have the Magician. Magician's in reverse, so be careful of what sort of mind talk you got going on in your head. You know what I mean? Like, don't be manifesting no drama with people that have no drama with you. We got to be really mindful of the conversations we have in our head, because I mean, we're talking to spirit, we're talking to God, we're talking to our higher selves. They might be conversations that no one else hears, but they are heard. And the Ten of Swords. So whatever it is that was like mentally bothering you, maybe you were bothered by the fact that you didn't feel like you fit in. Maybe you were bothered by the fact that like you felt like your partner's family didn't appreciate you, or, some sort of something to do with family, Maybe it really bothered you, but there's definitely a light at the end of the tunnel. You're starting to figure out that like they aren't so bad, or they do really like you. Maybe they were just putting you on a like, they were suspicious. They just wanted to see if you were really like good for the person, like good for their daughter or good for their son. But you got the Sun card here. So I think they definitely will, like, you will definitely see an improvement if this is like a family situation. And I don't feel like it's your family necessarily. I feel like it's like somebody that you're connected to. I feel like it's their family. And you might get a message, you might get some sort of reassurance or a message. And it could even be from a child. Maybe like you're a stepdad or a stepmom, and your stepchild calls you mom or dad for the first time, and it might totally freak you out. Yeah, we got Page again, Page of Swords. I think some of this kind of really freaks you out, but I think you were more bothered that you didn't think that you were going to fit in with their family, or you didn't feel like they cared about you at all. But I think that you're starting to feel like genuine like love for you. All right, let's move on to Gemini. Gemini. Happy birthday, Geminis. Gemini. I went and did yard work yesterday, and I put in a swamp cooler today. Like I was the woe man of the house. Like, it is interesting being your own handyman, man. But last year I had a $190 water bill because I just tried to put the hose in my swamp cooler. I know some of y'all in the South are like, a swamp cooler. Like, y'all put water in your air? Yeah, we actually put water in our air here. What sort of contract is this, Gemini? What sort of contract is my Gemini collective in? That's not your cat. That's my kitty's cat. That's my cat's cat. Gemini says, you are my catalyst for spiritual growth. Thank you. So whatever this person is to you, for them, you're super significant for the things that they've learned. You are super significant for their growth and their awareness. Like, something that happened with you or happened between you, like, probably changed their entire world, made them look at themselves from the inside, made them start questioning things, maybe about spirituality or about universe. Maybe they started seeing signs and synchronicities. So this person, you were very important to this person. Let's see what else we could get. What other sort of messages do we have for the Gemini collective? We have the Hangman. I swear I shuffle these. We have the Hangman and the Upright. So I think they're finally seeing a situation for what it was. Like, they had some sort of like epiphany moment, and they're finally seeing a situation for what it was, or for what they did to you, or for how important you really are to them. We got the Nine of Pentacles. And we have the Two of Cups. So some of them might be coming back. If this is a past person, then they're going to come back, and they're going to come and tell you. They're going to come and tell you how much they learned from what they did to you, how much you taught them by you sticking up for yourself, or, by putting their shadow back at them, And they're going to come back, and they're going to offer you some sort of cup of love. But you got to follow your intuition, follow your gut. You got the High Priestess here. So make sure that you're following what your gut tells you. Like, don't listen to no, like, love bomby, everything you want to hear kind of stuff, Make sure you pay attention to their actions. Make sure that their actions are matching with what they're saying, or what they're proclaiming. Like, yeah, because they might be telling you everything you want to hear, but it might not all be the truth. Yeah, the King of Pentacles in the reverse. So you definitely played an important role in their life. You taught them a very valuable lesson. You were definitely a catalyst for some sort of awakening, for some sort of realization. And they might try to be in your DMs again, all bing bing. And it's going to be up to you if you want to play that game again or not. If you trust enough to play that game with them. So to follow your intuition. But the Nine of Wands in reverse, it's like, I don't know. It doesn't look like it's going to be out of that choppy water anytime soon. Maybe to continue, so they can continue learning what they need to learn. Like, you can't let them come back. Sometimes you just have to be done with people and let them learn what they need to learn, no matter how bad it hurts. It's like, because if you keep letting them come back, then they also learn that, hey, I can do this and do this and do this, and as long as I say the right words, then they'll let me come back. So, oh, I did it again. Pull it again. Yeah. I think part of their growth is you keeping your boundaries. Part of what they're learning is you keeping your boundaries. All right. Let's move on to Cancer. Cancer Collective. Hi, Julie Bully. All right, Cancer. What sort of soul contract is this? Like, are they karmic? Are they a booty call? Are they a spiritual catalyst? They divine masculine, divine feminine? And only you know who you're talking about. You know who you're asking about. Let's get some shuffled here. What sort of soul contract is this? Ooh, divine counterpart, high-level soulmate, maybe a twin flame. That's pretty sexy, Cancer. But you gotta make sure you're prepared for relationships like that, because you don't want to end up self-sabotaging, End up sabotaging something good. Sometimes we have a tendency to do that, like we don't know how to handle good. Sometimes we'll get into something that's like, what, you're not causing drama with me? You're not jealous? Like, does that mean you even love me? You know what I mean? But that means that there's definitely some sort of unhealed parts in you or some unhealed parts in them. If, like, you think that your person needs to have some sort of drama with you, or it means that they don't love you, Thank you guys so much for being here. I love you all. We got the Seven of Wands in reverse. Yeah, I think either this person's used to drama or you're used to drama. They don't know how to be in a relationship that's like, what do you mean you're not jealous? Does that mean you don't care? What do you mean you're not worried I'm going out with the girls or going out with the boys? You know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna start a fight with me? It's like a real truly healthy relationship. You don't need to put a leash on, Like, your partner should know what's respectful and what's disrespectful. Your partner should know how to curb somebody that's being disrespectful, And maybe this person has never been off a leash. Like, they probably know how to be respectful in a relationship, but they ain't never had somebody not try to put them on a leash, And we have the Lovers again. So whoever you're dealing with, Cancer, is definitely like in it to win it. They're in it for the long run, They're in it for the long run. But there might be a little bit of complications. You know what I mean? They might not know how to handle. They might not know how to act because you're not flipping out on them, or, like they've never truly felt anything like you two before. So they might be wondering if it's a little too good to be true, Those kind of connections can, like, when you are soul connected to somebody like that on like a super spiritual level, it can be kind of like mind-blowing. It's like, how do you know how I feel from like a whole state away? How did you feel me like that? The Four of Swords and the Two of Swords. Yeah, I think sometimes they go through this like battle of mind over heart, Like, is this too good to be true? Like, there's no way that she's this chill or he's this chill, And also be careful, there might be some sort of conflict with somebody that is trying to put you in the middle of something, There might be some sort of like baby mama drama or baby daddy drama that, you know, people want you to be in the middle of, or they try to get you to be in the middle of. And it's like, you're not, that's not your fight. You know, that might be your partner. But when it comes to, you know, raising children, like between two co-parents, like there's some things that like they got to figure out themselves, you know. Doesn't mean you can't take your partner's side or, you know, offer them advice and be reassuring to them, but definitely don't get caught in the middle of it. But you got the 9 of Cups here too. Cancer, like this is some really good shit right here. This is some really good shit. So don't let your mind start playing tricks with you, you know? Don't let your mind start playing tricks with you. Like this is a high-level soulmate. In it for the win it. Do you guys want to play fine-tune your intuition? Let's play fine-tune our intuition. We'll throw a couple of those cards. And for the people that have never done this before, those are like those cards that you see on Ghostbusters. Star, she says star right away. It's like on Ghostbusters, you know, like these kind of cards, right? We got plus signs. We got, oh, that's plus sign again. We got squiggly lines. We've got stars. We got squares and circles. So star, square, circle, plus sign, or wavy lines. Let's see. And so before they're even pulled, we got a star, star, square, and we got a plus. It is actually a swirkle. All right. Ready to go again? Star, square, squiggly line, plus sign. What is it? Do, 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 do. It is a plus. All right. Do it again. Do it again. The light makes it like intrusive, huh? We got star, 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 same. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. You are correct. You are correct, sir. One more time, and we'll keep on moving. It is a circle. All right. So now we're going to move on to Leo. Leo. I think the fine-tune your intuition is fun. I think they're fun. Leo, what kind of connection is this? Is this a karmic contract? Is this a high-level soulmate? Is this a booty call? They just want to ick it. Let's see. And I only pulled cards that would answer that question. So there's multiple cards in here, and some of them are high-level soulmates, some of them are divine counterparts, some of them are karmic, some of them just a booty call. So it's a 1 card. What sort of connection is this? What kind of soul contract is it for Leo? We just got soul contract. It's not even the karmic contract. It's just the soul contract. So this is definitely somebody that is meant to be in your life, you know? It's not saying that it's a twin flame or a high level soulmate, but they're definitely part of your soul tribe. You definitely have some sort of soul contract with them. You definitely feel like you're at home with them, like you've known them for a long time. Maybe you've known them from a past life, you know, but y'all don't have karma together. But they are part of your mission. Let's get some more messages on this guy or this gal for Leo. What sort of messages can we pull for Leo? Leo. Give me some more information for Leo. Please and thank you, universe. Leo. Well, they're not shady. I mean, you got the 7 of Swords, but it's in reverse, you know? So they're not going to ghost you. I feel like somebody's asking if they're going to ghost you. They're not going to ghost you. You got the 6 of Cups. You might feel like they're not all that you want, or you might feel like you're not all that they want or something. Like you feel like there could be more, or like you're wishing for something more, or you think they're wishing for something more. Three of Swords. It's like they might just be tired of the heartache, or you're tired of the heartache, you know? But it's in the reverse, so it's like I don't think they're going to stab you in the heart. But it just kind of feels like I don't know, I would hate to use the word bored. It's like you're bored. Wondering what else is out there. Like maybe this soul contract is up, you know? Maybe they were there for a short period to help you like do something, or help you learn something, or you were there to help them learn something, you know, or like to hold your heart for a second. But it's like something about it feels like it's like not quite what you're looking for, or you think that they feel that way about you. Like if you were to leave or they were to leave, I don't think either one of you would fight for it. Not like you should fight for love anyways. Just kind of like, you know, one of those, have you ever had a relationship where you part on peaceful terms, you know? It's like you both just agree to not be together no more. And not because nothing real bad happened. Nobody cheated on nobody. Nobody did nothing. It's like, just feels like it's come to the end of the contract or something. Like there's no more to work on. No more work to do. Like you're not growing together. You're not like, I don't know. Just feels real like blasé. And I think you're looking for a little bit more spice. And yeah, you might be walking away from this. But I think if you do walk away from this, as long as you're both respectful to each other, you know, I think like you can have a peaceful departure. It doesn't have to be all that drama, name calling and all that, you know. You have the Wheel of Fortune on the split. But that's just not Like, it's just not you're the one, you know? And the quicker that you get rid of people that aren't for you, the sooner you can find something that is for you. You know, if you really don't feel like sticking with this, it's like there ain't really nothing wrong, but it's like, I don't know, it just feels like it's time to go, you know? 10 of Swords. Before it turns into some sort of toxicity. Like, I don't feel like it's toxic. I just feel like it's just not like the one. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, if you can separate from somebody on peaceful terms, you know, like just both agree, like, hey, you know, like, I love you. It's not like a lack of love. It's not that you disrespected me or I disrespected you. It's not like you cheated on me. It's like the loss, be more like mourning the loss of a feeling, you know? It's like, it just doesn't feel like love. And even if I stay, it just wouldn't be the same. Reminds me of an Against Me song. Yeah, but you're about ready to battle that. You're about strong enough. You've about made up your mind enough to be strong enough to make that decision. Yeah, because you got the whole world in your fingertips. Got the whole world in your hands. Got the whole world in your hands. But that Against Me song, it's like, girl, I'm sorry, but I'm leaving. Both at fault. We're both to blame. Just as in love, just the remorse of a loss of feeling. And even if I stayed, it wouldn't be the same. You got the Lovers in reverse. All right. Let's move on to Virgo. 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 What sort of soul contract is this? A booty call? A high-level soulmate? Partner in crime? Your divine masculine? Your divine masculine. The Emperor. Could be an Aries. So whoever you're asking about, Virgo, this contract, or not contract, this connection is, they are your divine masculine. Or you're their divine masculine. King of Wands in reverse. The Hermit. The Three of Swords. I feel like some of y'all's head is all over the place. And the Tower in reverse. Like, I feel like some of y'all's head is all over the place. And you're scared of getting hurt. You got the Hermit. Like, you just want to hide away. You know how, like, if we get depressed and we just end up, like, hiding in our rooms, or like not ever leaving the house? Feels like somebody is in that type of headspace. Like, they just want a hermit. They don't want a tower to fall. You know, you're digging in your heels, man. We got the death card, though. And the Ace of Pentacles. I mean, some things have to be let go of in order for things to grow. You know, like the most luscious place on the planets are the rainforest. And you know how that works is by death and rebirth. I think some of y'all need to get out and have a good time. You know, even if it's just like a drive, listening to some music, being silly. I think some of y'all are so stuck in the mundane world of shit, fighting battles, fighting the world. It's like you feel like you ain't got no time for play. All work, no play. All work, no play. Like, go for a drive. Through beep beep. Listen to some really loud music. You know, sing at the top of your lungs. Go have a little bit of fun, you know? You know, maybe get a babysitter or put your phone on do not disturb so you don't get any messages. And just spend some good one-on-one time. You know, to break up the monotony, to break up all that shit that's going on in your head. The Furies, you know, if you give a mouse a cookie, it's like, oh, fuck, I got to wash the dishes and there's crumbs on the floor and now I got to sweep them. And, you know, once you start sweeping the floor, then you got to look over and you see that the dishes aren't done. So then you got to do the dishes. And then you look at the counter and you're like, oh my God, like I got to put the counter and like maybe it needs to be recaulked. And like you go to get a caulking gun and then realize that your tool room's all messed up. And it's like, none of that's going to matter on your deathbed. But if you go take a drive with someone that you love, listen to some music real loud or real softly and just, you know, have a good laugh. It doesn't have to be expensive. Work, 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 no play. All right. Let's play another round of Fine Tune Your Intuition. Fine tune your intuition. No more babies. All right, so those of you who've never done this before, we've got stars, squiggly lines, like a water sign, plus sign, a circle, and a square. But nobody gets zapped, okay? Nobody gets zapped. Do a quick round of these, and then we will move on to Libra. I'll guess in the cards before they come out. I see how it is. All right. This one. Is it a star? Is it squigglies? Is it a circle? Is it a plus? Do. And it is the water. Ready? Boom, got it. Good job. What is it? Star, squiggly line, circle, plus sign, square? It is another star. We'll do one more and then we'll move on to Libra. Hold it still, Crystal. What is it? Is it a star? Is it a plus sign? The waves? Circle? Square? It is a square. Don't be a Pulp Fiction. All right. I dropped my pin. My magic wand pin. Hold on. Sorry, guys. All right. Libra. The diplomats of the zodiac. What sort of soul contract is this, Libra? And I only have cards. It's a one card question. Like I pulled cards that are, it says booty call. I pulled cards that say high level soulmate. I pulled cards that say karmic. Like there's only so many cards in here, and we're only pulling one card to find out what sort of contract it is with this person that is on your mind. It is a karmic, and you pulled your card. So some of you could be dealing with another Libra. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, man. Everybody says karma like it's bad. It's like, I hope you get your karma. Well, it's like, well, what happens if you're like a super good person? I'm like, I tell people, thank you so much. Like, that's awesome. So what messages can we get for Libra? This karmic justice. Or maybe somebody's seeing some karmic justice out there. So what messages can we get for Libra? Oh, hi, Pixie. Libra. What kind of messages do we need for Libra? We got the Ace of Swords. Are you about to cut somebody with some truth? You know, one thing about swords, man, like warrior swords are full of nicks and bruises. They're full of nicks and they're worn and they're definitely not shiny sitting on a wall like Libra about to cut somebody, right? That sword of truth. He had to claim his kitty. The Libras are so diplomatic in their approach, man. Like, as long as you're like, you know, you got a cool head on your shoulder, you're super diplomatic in your approach at cutting someone's head off, you know? And it's pretty amazing what you can say, what you can get away with if you say no disrespect first, you know? If you start off something like, you know, that like something's going to be hurtful or whatnot, is not, I mean, and you're not trying to like hurt somebody, but you're about to call someone out. It's like the war is definitely not over. The battle has just begun, you know? You might have a new start in some sort of like financial endeavor or get some sort of news of some sort of creative project. And you are definitely taking a leap of faith. Look at this guy. He is just leaping. Like he has no idea what kind of dangers there are in the world, right? That's one of the cool things about the Fool is like The Fool is the beginning of the journey. You know, he ain't been through all the major arcana yet, you know, but still, like, you're about to take this journey. You are stepping off, like, with complete leap of faith. But whoever this person that is on your mind is some sort of karmic. The Chariot. The Wheel of Fortune. If some of y'all are thinking about moving, you might want to hold out on that. Because there might be something that you don't see. Like if you're buying a house, you know what I mean? Like make sure you have it inspected really well. Or there might be some sort of closing costs that you're not aware of. Like there's going to be some sort of like extra financial something along with that contract, you know? But Apollo's giving you all the swords you need. He's giving you all the information. That is all the information you need. Apollo handing you them swords, handing you them truths. Make sure you get all them truths that you need before you sign that contract, Libra. Ten of Pentacles in reverse, though. Yeah, I don't think whatever, like if this is some sort of like move that you're making, yeah, there's definitely something wrong there. That would definitely not be a wise decision. Not right now. Yeah, not right now. All right. But that contract you're dealing with could be another Libra. I mean, because it's the Libra card, like it could be something to do with you, you know? You got something you need to be learning. Apollo handing you all them swords. If we're pushy, like Libras are pushy, you know? So don't push and push that door open that don't want to be opened, you know? Like sit back and let go. You don't have to be in control of everything all the time, you know, or the universe will put its foot up your ass and you'll find out why you shouldn't have pushed that door open. You know, when we have a tendency, because we're initiators, we're the cardinal sign. So we like to get it going, go, get it going, get it going, push. Sometimes we need to learn to be like, okay, universe. Yeah, because we don't want to end up in all that again. Yeah, I'm a Libra. And my unhealed versions of the things that I've healed in myself is like, I've definitely learned how to like, okay, you know, not be so freaking pushy. So don't be pushy, Libra, especially if it's like some sort of contract that you're signing or you're looking at getting a house or you're like trying to do something. Don't be pushy about it, Libra. Like let the universe guide you. Like pay attention to the like synchronicities. You know what I mean? All right. Let's play another round of Fine Tune Your Intuition. We've got squares, circles, stars, plus signs, or the waves and stars. Star, square, circle, plus, wave. Well, Libras are cardinal signs, so they're like the beginning of a season. You know what I mean? So they're pushing everything into being. You know, sometimes that's why we have so many unfinished projects, is because like we start all these fires everywhere. You know what I mean? But we don't have the fixed sign like fixedness to get it done, and we don't have the mutable signs like ability to balance. You know, and transition. Like we push. We get stuff started and push it. We're like the initiators of the zodiac. So if you don't know anything about your elements like that, You might want to look into it. It might explain some things, about somebody else or the person that you're dealing with or yourself. All right. Star, square, circle, plus ocean. Just want to say ocean. One more. Last one. What is it? We're going to move on to Scorpio. All right. Good job, everybody. And for those of y'all watching in the replay, let me know how many you got. Did you get any? Okay. Scorpio. What sort of soul connection is this, Scorpio? Like, I only pulled cards that it's either a booty call, it is a karmic soulmate, it is a high level soulmate, it is like just a universal hookup, I only pulled the cards out that reflected those options. This is a one card draw, and only you know the person that you're thinking about, Scorpio. So what sort of contract is this? Ooh, the Empress, divine feminine, healing. The Empress. So whoever it is very nurturing, and you don't have to be you could be a male or a female and be a divine feminine and a divine masculine. Like, I'm not talking about actual physical, like, body characteristics. I'm talking about energy. Like, I spent a lot of years very much like a divine masculine. Like, I'm definitely like one of the boys, man. Like, I'm rough and tumble. Like, all my friends have always been homies, like, I've had more dude friends than girlfriends. And it wasn't because like we were sleeping together. Like, I just got along with the dudes, man. I have a degree in machining, sang for a punk rock band, like did tattoos, like I'm not real good. Like, I don't know how to put on eyelashes and do my stuff. I kind of not envy, like I respect girls that are like that because I can't do that shit. I don't know how to do that shit. So I've had to learn how to be more feminine. So, I mean, even if you are a masculine, I mean, if you're a feminine and this person comes up as a divine feminine, that just means that they're really nurturing, and they're probably more in their nurturing aspects of themselves rather than their like, rough and tumble like aspects. All right. Let's see what other sort of messages we can get for the Scorpios. Scorpio, you're dealing with the divine feminine. And like I said, that is just an energy. Like that's can be kind of hard for dudes, like if like when I've been in a relationship with guys, they're like, will you let me be the man? You know what I mean? So, I mean, maybe some of them like are kind of real like nurturing and real feminine, and definitely definitely take notice of that, like, and not in like a making fun of them kind of way. Like, you don't want to stop them from being nurturing, you know? Like, maybe in their last life they were a female. Maybe in the last life you were a male, you know? I believe that, like, sometimes we have to be reincarnated as a different sex so we know what it's like. You know, we know what it's like to be a woman, so we know what it's like to be a man, to go through the trials and the errors that each gender goes through, you know, like specific things. Because, I mean, we only know when once we've been there. Without actually being there, we don't know. Do you know? If you know, you know. So yeah, don't get in the middle. Don't get in the middle of any sort of confrontations, you know? And it looks like you're not, Scorpio. But this person, you know, they might be battling with themselves, you know, about being too feminine, about not being masculine enough, or vice versa. Like, maybe I'm not feminine enough, you know, but this you do have the Lovers card here. So you might have only pulled one card you pulled the Divine Feminine out of the deck. We asked what kind of a contract this is, but we pulled the Lovers out of the cards that I'm asking, like, for other messages from. So this is a high level soulmate. You guys might balance each other out. You know, what you're good at, they suck at, and what you suck at, they're good at. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We got to stop teaching our men how to not be women. You know what I mean? Like, it's all right to be nurturing. Yeah, they're scared of it. They're scared of being nurturing. They're scared that they are too feminine. They're scared that you might walk away. That you might walk away from them because they're not man enough, you know? And you maybe have contemplated it. Maybe you've thought that there was something wrong with them because they were like nurturing and, you know, kind of feminine. But y'all are definitely, like, you guys balance each other out. Like, you guys don't fight, you know? You guys are kind of homebodies. You don't go on much adventures. You guys are homebodies. You guys seem pretty, like, you guys don't fight. And it could be that same thing like I was talking about earlier, you know? Maybe because there is no drama, you feel like something's wrong. You know, because they aren't, like, trying to put a tracking device on you to see where you're going. They ain't like, oh, well, who you talking to? You know what I mean? Like, I know that's especially in this day and age, it's hard to find people that won't put a leash on you, or there's someone that you don't have to put a leash on, that you can actually like, trust them. Yeah, it might take some work. Like, you guys work together. You know, ain't no relationship perfect. But I think if you guys balance out, like, what they're good at, you know, you do what you're good at and they do what you're bad at. You know what I mean? You guys will have a lot easier of a time, like, shifting through these waves of conflict. But overall, like, this is this is your divine counterpart, you know? You have the Lovers, at least it's a high level soulmate. It's got Divine Feminine. All right. Let's move on to Saggy Waggy. Sagittarius. What sort of connection is this? And I only pulled the cards it's a one card pull. I pulled cards that say it's a booty call. I pulled cards that say it's a divine counterpart, masculine, divine feminine, high level soulmate, catalyst for growth. What kind of connection is this, Sagittarius? You got a soul contract. Well, I mean, we know you got a soul contract because you wouldn't be inquiring about your soul contract if you didn't have a soul contract. There's one hint for you. We have soul contracts with all kinds of people. We have soul contracts with our coworkers. We have soul contracts with our parents, with our siblings, with our neighbors. All of those are different kinds of soul contracts. Let's see if we get some more information for the Sagittarius collective. What other information can we get for the Sagittarius collective? Got the 10 of Cups, but it's in the reverse. I feel like you didn't want to hear that. We got the 3 of Cups, but it's in the reverse. Ouch. Like, I just feel like this. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. So, it's a soul contract, but it's not the soul contract you think it is. Or you want it to be. I know what that's like. Like, you might have had a crush on somebody for a long, long time, you know what I mean? But they never wanted nothing to do with you, Like, you just wanted to win that battle. You wanted them to choose you, Have you ever been so in love with somebody that, like, paid no attention to you, and you wondered why? But then again, have you ever had somebody that was so in love with you and you paid no attention to them? I think we got to play all sides of the field. We got to know what it feels like, in order to truly understand. Like, there's been people I've been so into, but, like, they don't want nothing to do with me like that, And I've had to accept that. That might have just been my soul contract with them, is learning how to accept that and make it and be aware that, I mean, it has nothing to do with anything wrong with me, It's not that, like, there's something wrong with me. It's just that, like, that's not what they're into. And, like, that's perfectly okay. Just like when somebody's super into you and you're not into them, you know what I mean? Like, it's okay. Yeah. Don't get caught up in no sister circle, no sewing circle of gossip and shit. You got people all up in your ear. But yeah, nope. Like, if you're looking for love with this person, whatever this soul contract is definitely, like, there's not a celebration. There is no cup of love there. Like, you got 10 of Cups in reverse. You've got Ace of Cups in reverse. You got, like, 3 of Cups in reverse, like, all the celebration cards, and that just might be part of the soul contract, is learning that it's okay. Because whatever's not for you, you should be thankful for. Like, thank you so much, universe, for letting me know that this isn't for me, so that way I can have what is for me. Because sometimes something that we thought we really, really wanted, or someone we thought we really, really wanted, I mean, we might not even know who they really, really are. You get them behind closed doors, and they could be completely different people. Like, I dated people that I knew for like 20 years. They were my friend, ended up being the most freaking crazy experience one of the most crazy experiences I've ever been in with somebody, I had no idea who they were behind closed doors. People put on different faces. So, I mean, either way, God's rejection is God's protection. Yeah, and the Two of Cups in reverse. Whew. Saggy, I'm sorry. I think you had your heart set on this person and really wanted it to be them. Like I heard that as soon as I was like, don't tell me that. Like, I don't want to hear that. Sorry, Sag. All right, let's go on to Capricorn. Capricorn. What sort of soul contract you got with this person? Whoever this person is that's on your mind, you know what I mean? Soul contracts don't have to be lovers. They don't have to be like relationships. That's usually what most people are asking about, but you know, you got soul contracts with everybody that you're around, your neighbors, your coworkers. What sort of soul contract is this? The one that is the most in Capricorn's energy. Says you are a catalyst for growth. Spiritual catalyst. You're a spiritual catalyst for growth. So, I mean, maybe whatever happened, either they learned something or you learned something very, very valuable. You know? Like, you definitely learned something or they definitely learned something. Catalyst for growth. Spiritual growth, mental growth, emotional, intelligent growth, like growth and growth, just growth. Yeah, and the Hangman. But you might not see it that way, or they might not see it that way. Maybe they haven't figured it out yet, or maybe you haven't figured it out yet. Like what sort of lesson was learned. Yeah, like somebody's all up in their head about it, you know? But one thing that's good about the 10 of Swords is that's you're at the 10. You know what I mean? There ain't no more. There's no more after that. Athena come and put a stop to them theories, to all the bullshit that you be saying in your head or whatever that they be saying. You got the High Priestess. You know? Trust in your intuition. Maybe some of you need to learn how to trust your intuition. Or maybe that's what they taught you or you taught them. What was this? Ace of Wands. You know, maybe it was like some sort of like catalyst to bring you somewhere so that you could meet someone that you were, you know, supposed to be with. Or give you the tools that you need to be with the person that you're supposed to be with. You know, but this person thanks you. If they don't right now, they will. Either you or this person, you know, you might have learned something from this person. At 10 of Wands. Whatever it is has got like all up in your head. Burning cage in your head. You know what I mean? Two of Cups in reverse. You might have thought it was love, but it wasn't. You know, not the kind of love that you really want. Now, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Like something happened. You know, and you either were a huge cataclysmic, like life-changing event for someone or event for them. Yeah, with the Tower, cataclysmic. Just as I'm talking about it, I split to the Tower. Definitely some sort of catalyst for change. Growth and change. King of Swords in the reverse. So try not to be nasty about it, you know? I think eventually you guys will be all right. It might not be the way that you want it, you know, but you will eventually reach your happiness, your sun. You know, this is after all the trials and tribulations. The sun only comes out after all of the trials and the tribulations, after the Tower, you get the sun. But don't get involved in no drama. Like, keep yourself out of the drama. Let them have their drama over there, you know? Don't let people pull you into their drama. And Queen of Wands in reverse. Keep your head on straight. Keep your head on straight and keep your emotions in check. All right, Capricorn. Where are we at? All right, do you guys want to play Fine Tune Your Intuition again? Couple more time. We only got a couple more signs left. Before we do Aquarius and Pisces. Fine tune your intuition. Let's see. For those that don't know what we're talking about, like I have those cards that look like this. It's like a circle, a plus, a square, a star, water, like you seen on Ghostbusters. For those that are watching the replay, so you know what they look like. You know what we're doing. And we are going to see if you can call it out. Circle, star, square, plus, waves. Got the star. All right. What is it? Circle, star, square, plus, waves. I know your guys' comments are a little bit behind mine, but I'm just going to keep it pushing. We'll do two more. Because we got two more signs left, we'll do two more. Did you get it? Last one. All right. Now we're going to go on to Aquarius. Thank you for playing Fine Tune Our Intuition as the crowd goes wild. All right, Aquarius, what sort of soul contract is this? And I only pulled these cards. This is a one card. Like I pulled the cards out that say high level soulmate, that say like a booty call. We haven't got no booty calls yet. Ain't nobody got no booty call? What? No. I know I ain't got no booty call. I ain't trying to get no booty call though, so oops. All right. What sort of soul contract is this? Is it a catalyst for growth? Is it a high level soulmate? Is it a karmic? Divine masculine? Divine feminine? Ooh. We have divine masculine, the emperor. Some of y'all are dealing with the divine masculine. And that doesn't mean that they are in a male or female body. That means that their energy is in the masculine spectrum of the energy. You know, it doesn't matter if you're dealing, like your body parts have nothing to do with the energy that's being pulled here. So I mean, the like divine, it says divine on there. So I mean, they got to be divine. Let's see what other messages we can get. What other messages can we get for our Aquariuses? Did I write it down? I didn't write it down. Okay, that's okay. I'll timestamp afterwards. Oops. All right. What sort of messages can we get for the Aquarius collective? My beautiful Aquariuses out there. Dealing with this divine masculine. Hey. It did say karmic, like whoever you're dealing with is divine. Eight of Swords. Moon in reverse. The Knight of Cups in reverse. I just had this feeling in my head, like you're like I would do whatever they wanted me to do. You know what I mean? Like I would do whatever they wanted me to do. Like you're like, they're delicious. Nine of Pentacles in reverse, but it's like, I don't even know. Like, do they even know that you are into them, Aquarius? I don't even know if they know that you're into them. Yeah, there's like, we got King of Cups in reverse. We got all these cards, like all these cups in reverse. You know? Like, I don't know if they even know that you think that they're like, damn. You want to lick them like a lollipop should be licked, right? Came to my senses and I chilled for a bit. Don't know how you do the voodoo that you do so well. What you spell? Hell, it makes me wanna. Like, whoever this is, you got it bad for. But they don't know. Like, nobody's making a move. You ain't making no move. They ain't making a move. I don't even think that they know. Somebody needs to make a move. Like, you need to tell them something. Because I don't think they know. You need to say something. Somebody's got to speak up. Could be another Aquarius. There's the Aquarius card. But Aquarius, I think maybe you need to open Pandora's box right there and say something to this divine masculine. Some of you could be dealing with an Aries. Because if not, I mean, if you don't shoot your shot, then how are you ever going to know? If you don't say nothing, then nobody's going to do nothing. Yeah, you're just in this waiting phase. You're like, should I? Should I not? Should I? Should I not? Should I? Should I not? I think you should. I'm going to quit reading cards, and I think you should, Aquarius. So let's go on to Pisces. Pisces. Hello. Thank you for being here. We're going to find out what sort of soul contract this is. I only picked the cards out that said it was either a booty call or a high-level soulmate or divine masculine, divine feminine, you know. This is a one card, and only you know who it is you're asking about. So what sort of soul contract do my Pisces have with the person they're thinking about? Ooh, divine counterpart, high-level soulmate, or twin flame. All right, Pisces. What other sort of messages can we get for you? We got the Six of Wands in reverse, Seven of Swords in reverse, King of Pentacles in reverse, and the Ten of Wands. So you have to understand something. Like if you're married to this person and this is like your long-term person, like there's no such thing as like perfect. There's no such thing as a perfect relationship, one without any sort of issues, or problems, or complications. You know, there are things that happen that, you know, should be automatic deal breakers in some situations, you know, but ain't nobody in a perfect relationship. Yeah, I think you guys you might be fighting. You just don't want to fight. There's some sort of conflict going on. And you don't want to. Like you're like, I don't freaking want to. I don't want to. Yeah, you feel like you got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. You just don't feel like you want to, you don't want to fight. You know, this person is a high-level soulmate that you're thinking about. But they also drive you freaking crazy. You know? Or you got some sort of situation outside of that that's driving you crazy. Five of Pentacles. Thinking about walking away. The King of Swords. And some of you might be like wanting to spit some truth, you know, and walk away. But no matter how far you go, that person's going to be there, you know, especially if you got children with them. I think you already know, like your intuition already knows. But you are real up in your head, like something about this situation definitely is like got you up in your head. You don't know if it's ever going to stop, like if the chaos is ever going to stop, if the fighting's ever going to stop, if the, you know, it's like you just want a moment to breathe. You just want a moment to breathe. But once again, the Lovers comes out. So this is a high-level soulmate, like significant counterpart, like you're one of your 4 life people. And if you're married to this person and you're thinking about walking away, like and giving up on everything that you've worked on, I wouldn't do it. You know, you might have people in your ear telling you telling you this, telling you that. Oh, well, if that was me, I would blah, 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 blah. Or if this was that, I would, but you can't listen to nobody else, you know? Or maybe they're listening to other people. You got to listen to you, man. What is your soul saying? Even if you did walk away, they're always going to be there. Like that's one of those type of, like this is one of those type of connections that won't ever, like, it won't ever go nowhere. You know, it'll always be in your heart. It'll always be in your mind. Like those type of connections, it doesn't matter how far away you go. They're still there. You know, maybe sometimes that, like if you're not like married to this person or whatnot. Hi, Dan. If you're not married to this person, like it might drive you crazy that you think about them all the time. You know, it might drive you freaking nuts. Like why Why is this person always on my mind? Why is it I see their name everywhere they go? Like, I don't want to think about them, you know? I don't want to, like, why can't I just move on from this? Why do I have to carry this around with me everywhere I go? It's because you're supposed to. They're supposed to be part of your life. They're like a significant high level soulmate for you. Just keep your head on straight. You know, don't let your emotions get the best of you. Don't let your emotions run wild. You know, I mean, when we feel something that automatically makes it valid, but it doesn't make it fact either. It's like this fine line that you got to walk. All right, let's play one more round of fine tune our intuition, and then we will call it a night. Unless anybody's got anything they want to ask, or you know what I mean. We'll play another round of this fine tune our intuitions, but all our signs are done, so we can just chit chat, play fine tune our intuition. For those of you that are just joining, those are like those cards that you see at Ghostbusters, that you see on Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters was like my favorite movie when I was a kid. Like, I bought that soundtrack and roller skated around my garage. You know, my Barbies danced to the Ghostbuster soundtrack like all the time. That and like CNC Music Factory and Paula Abdul. That was my Barbie's jam, yo. All right, so we got a plus, a star, the waves, a circle, or a square. And we are going to run through some and see how many you get right. I'll probably go a little faster than whatever the chat is going, because you guys are, there's like a delay. But you know if you get it or not. You'll know if you get it. All right, ready? I'm not ready. Hold on. Ready? Ready? Okay. Did you get it? Woo-wee. Nice. I like coloring books. Like making your own coloring book? Ooh. We're coloring in a coloring book. Yeah, but are you coloring it, Dan, or are you making it yourself? Is it your? Oh, I guess if it's Game of Thrones, you're coloring it. You're right. I dig it. I have so many designs that I want to wood burn. Like, I want to wood burn everything. I just want to burn it. Can we just burn stuff? Burn designs into stuff? Maybe you can send me an email of something, of like one of the pictures in there or something that you'd like to see done. I almost forgot to show you guys. Oops. That's so cool. That's what it's all about, man. You never know what one person's story is going to do for someone, you know? Like, I've lived a crazy life, man. I never thought in my wildest dreams that I'd be doing what I'm doing right now, and sober on top of it, you know? Yeah, wood tattoos. I do wood tattoos. I was a tattoo artist for a long time. But like wood, it smells good. I'm not to say that green soap don't smell good. Like, that's a very nostalgic, like, I love green soap. It's a very nostalgic smell for me. But wood burning is awesome. Like, your client don't tap out. And it's cool too because like with wood burning, you don't have to be perfect. Like, I used to be so terrified sometimes, man. Like, it would put knots in my stomach, like knowing that, this, like, it meant a lot to me. Like, this person's ink's going to be on them for the rest of their life. Like, what if I fuck it up? What if this happens or what if that happens? It's like, they're like, tattoo artists undertake a lot of stress. It's freaking stressful, you know? It's therapeutic while you're doing it and like once it's done or whatever, but like, man, like, it could be really stressful. What if I'm into that kind of thing? Just kidding. It reminds me of like getting one of them, like, you bite your tongue or you burn your tongue and then you have that like thing on your tongue forever. This sucks so bad and then your mouth can't stop jacking with it. That sounds like a horrible idea. Like a suicidal tendencies Pepsi. All I wanted was a Pepsi. Says, no, you're on drugs. I'm not on drugs. All I wanted was a Pepsi. I'm actually going to go see the suicidal tendencies soon. Suicidal tendencies and um, No Effects and Lagwagon. I'm also going to go see Yela Wolf and Prof and Atmosphere and Redman and Stick Figure and Sublime and Ziggy Marley. If anybody's got any art they want to see me wood burn, like, send it to me, email it to me at s.y.l.sayyoulove@gmail.com. If anybody's got like a suggestion for a video topic or something that they would really like answers for, you might not want a whole private reading, but you want a reading on an answer for something, like, drop it in the comments, man. I'm building a community. I'm not trying to build a page. I'm building a community. Nice. We got 3 more of these left. The Whalers, Jimmy Cliff and the Whalers. My music taste is so eclectic. I almost put it down. You gotta get the right direction here. We got 2 left. This is 1, and we got 2 left. So it is a star, circle, square, waves. The star. Last one, last one. All right. For reals, focus. Plus sign. You guys, I've been trying so hard to not bite my nails. This is the first time that like I have a little bit of fingernail. Like I've been trying real hard. I've been breaking that habit. It's like one of the last habits I gotta break. Yeah, my music taste goes all the way from like Ravi Shankar, to Dead Can Dance, to The Cure, to, Yellow Wolf and Atmosphere, Brother Ali, to Suicidal Tendencies, to Pantera, to Cradle of Filth, to I like music. I've listened to a lot of music. I'm cool. Like, man, people that want to be California, I never thought in my life that I wouldn't smoke weed, And really the only reason why I kind of don't was because I wanted to see what like being completely sober was. Like I haven't been completely 100% sober since I was like 12 years old. So I wanted to know like what that felt like, what my body felt like, what my mind actually wanted to do. Like I love the smell of weed, man. I never thought that I wouldn't smoke weed, and the fact that like I'm a recovery coach and whatnot, it kind of makes it to where like I can't just be California sober, but I'm cool with everybody that's California sober. Like I would told like I could go work in a dispensary. I live in Colorado. I've got like 6 dispensaries around my house. Like I could totally go work in a dispensary and be totally legit, but like I love the way it smells. I don't mind people that smoke. And like I'm at a point in my life where you can't peer pressure me to do something, like I don't feel the need to fit in like that. My hair's a hot mess. That's okay. I put in a swamp cooler for like 5 hours. It shouldn't have taken me 5 hours to put in a swamp cooler, but I put in a swamp cooler today for like 5 hours. Every time I'd put on a new piece, it'd start leaking all over the place. Like I've never been so mad at plastic ever in my life rather than plumbing. All good in the hood. As long as it ain't the victim hood, we're good. Like I can hang out in any hood. I'm good. Just not the victim hood. I don't hang out in victim hood. I did for a long, long time. So yeah, I did. I wrote this book all from my phone. All of it. Published it from my phone. Do KDP Amazon KDP. It's not my whole like autobiography, but it's got enough chapters in there to kind of give you an idea of where I've been, where I came from, and like where I'm at now. I could probably write a whole book on just my experiences of hitchhiking and hopping trains, but I wanted to make sure that people could actually read it, that it wasn't all intimidating. You got this big old giant book, like you go and hand that to somebody underneath the bridge, they ain't gonna read it. I wanted to make sure that people could stick it in their back pocket or in their backpack or whatever if they needed to. I've had a couple of people already start writing books because, you know, they see me write a book, but that's why I wrote a book, is because I saw someone else write a book, you know, and I did it all in 5 weeks. It took me 5 weeks on my phone. But when it's your life stories, I mean, you don't got to make a bunch of stuff up. It's like, I already knew the stories. It was just a matter of like how to categorize them. You know, my friend Adam really helped me with that. Like, Adam Vibe Gunton, like, is the man. He's a good friend and a mentor, man. I like the mountains. I guess I should probably go take a shower. Wash all the sweat off of me from putting in the swamp cooler. But thank you guys so much for being here. Like, seriously, it's an honor that you're here, you know? And I truly appreciate you. So thank you for checking it out. Like, it makes everything that I've gone through in my life that much more like significant, so I can actually share like some of the experiences that I've learned, like some of the things that I've used to get over the things that I've gotten over, you know? In order to teach it, you got to be it, you know? So I had to really buckle down and be what I wanted to be who I wanted to be, so that I could show up in the world correct. No, I went through Salt Lake, like I was on the Salt Flats in Utah. I went through Redding in California, and I thought I was going to be lost forever in the desert of Nevada. I've been through Cheyenne, Wyoming. I didn't go up as far as Fargo, no. Like, all the trains on the East Coast, like if you look at a train map from the East Coast, like they are all over the place. So like, I wasn't an experienced train hopper. Like, I don't have a lot of like, you know, like I was a seasoned hitchhiker, but I wasn't like a seasoned train hopper. So I didn't trust myself hopping trains out east, you know. I mostly stuck to like the West Coast and like South as far as trains went, because they're not as all over the place. But I hit the Ogden Yard, which is like one of the biggest yards in the country. Nice. Train hoppers, like they're a different breed, man. I liked hitchhiking because it gave me an opportunity to meet people, you know, like if I really wanted to like meet people, and like, I mean, people will offer you to their homes. They'll give you a place to stay. They'll give you dinner, you know, like I met some really amazing people while I was hitchhiking. Like, train rides is like, you get on and you go. You know what I mean? If you want to get from point A to point B with the quickness, like sometimes it would take me 3-4 months to hitchhike across like 4 states, you know, because I would stop here and I would hang out with these people, or I'd stop there and I'd hang out with those people, you know. But if you're like hopping trains, like you could get on a train and be halfway across America, like, you know, 18 20 hours, just not get off. Whoop. Get on one of them hot shots. Sweet and sour, huh? Sounds about right. Yeah, but trains are a different breed, man. Like, you can't ever stand in the middle of them trains, like they're where the trains like connect or whatever. Don't ever hop onto a train from the middle of the trains, because they jump. If they jump, or they'll separate. You know, like they have like these links in the middle of them, and sometimes they'll open up and then they'll close back together. You know, like trains ain't got no empathy whatsoever. They will chop your freaking leg off. You know, you get caught in the middle of the train. If you're gonna get on a train, definitely get onto this side of a train and then get over into the middle. But don't ever hop a train from straight in the middle. I got a lot, like, I mean, I hung out with like a bunch of punk rockers and a bunch of like street kids, and like I have definitely been around. I've lived, that's for sure. You know, now my life is peaceful. Like, my life was so chaotic, and like I was all about that chaos, you know. My friend Michael that's been in here, he's known me since I was like 12 years old. Like, oh yeah. Oh yeah. I had to tie myself onto a tree hauler. I'm pretty sure one of the first trains I rode on was with the serial killer. I didn't find that out until afterwards, and he was only killing FTRA, which is like Freight Train Riders of America, you know, and like he was only killing asshole FTRA apparently, but like I'm pretty sure I hopped a train, like one of the first trains I ever hopped on was with the serial killer. These are the kind of stories moms don't want to hear. Mom, close your ears. Good night, Michael. I love you. Good night, Mom. I love you. That doesn't surprise me. That don't surprise me at all. Like, people, there are some really, 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 really freaking amazing, beautiful, wonderful people, and there's exactly just the opposite of that. I mean, that's the balance of some, like, that's balance, you know? Like, the most beautiful people you'll ever run across, like, somewhere out there is the complete and exact opposite. Meow, meow, meow. Meow. Get, this one plays fetch. Not this one. This one doesn't play fetch. This one is my butthead. He's a Turkish van kitty, and they say that they have a thumbprint of God on them. There's like a legend about them. I will tell you that I love you and good night as many times as I want, Mom. So there. Oh, about me, or are you talking about me riding with a serial killer? Yeah, they love each other. They just curl up like, you know, like their love is pure. I love animals so much, like plants and animals, man. Like, they're just pure. This one's, I call him Sir Meows a lot. He's a vocal one. But he loves me. Meow, meow, meow. All right. I'm going to go take a shower and go to bed. And I will see you guys in the mañana. I'll be up and about. I'm so happy to be back. Like, it makes me really want to be awake, you know? Like, I'm excited to get up, you know? Like, I'm not just doing my go to work, go to sleep, go home. And it's 11:11, right? This is 11:11 on my clock, so that's cool. It's like, it's not like this go to work, come home, eat something, go to bed, go to work, come home, eat something, go to bed. It's like, I don't know. It gives me purpose, you know? It makes everything that I've been through like worthwhile. And I really appreciate you guys being a part of my community. Ain't no unity without community. I love you. Vroom, beep, beep.